It's been a minute and I am so grateful. I'm so grateful for my existence. I'm grateful for my experience. I'm grateful for my magic, my potence. I'm grateful for my mind, my thoughts. I'm grateful for my humanness. I'm even grateful for the challenges that I have to overcome, the obstacles that I often feel that I'm defeated by until I realize I'm already on the other side of that thing. And I had to come to myself in this moment, and I'm going to put this blunt out so I could really focus these thoughts because it was just so profound. Just how amazing. Sometimes it's like I don't even know who's speaking. Who am I? Who is that? Like it doesn't, the thoughts that I be thinking when I try to voice them, it don't even be even the same. I don't even think I don't even think I've reached or met the octave or the articulation or the wisdom or the, there's that I could, like, whatever I need to be able to speak it. Like whatever, my thoughts are on a higher plane than my actual physical ability, and sometimes lower. So it's like I actually just be getting thrown all across the place, and this could be very tumultuous, difficult, challenging for a lot of people. It is for me, but I've been learning to not resist it and to, like, because every time I resist and fight against it, to like try to fake myself into some reality that really isn't me embodying all of me. Like I am all of it. And it's like it's crazy how my dad and my mom are these two individuals of such great depths in themselves, and I am literally both of it. And it's just like there's this, there's that, there's this mix, this don't mix, this. So you have to really find balance and groundingness in all of it, or you lose. Like you trying to facilitate this and you think, oh, I'm just gonna focus over here because this is look good in the community, this looks good in the eyes of people, this is gonna make me the most money and more resourceful. But then you're not feeding this aspect, and this part is dying and withering, and you thinking it's not impacting over here, but it actually is, because you need that thing to do that thing even better. It's like it's oh shit. And I'm not trying to collude myself and convince myself of some bullshit. It's really trying to embody and accept that I have lived it, I have embodied, and I have experienced it time and time again. And it's going to be, in order to keep myself sane and earthside, I'm going to have to integrate, like, and ground in my, I can't keep dissociating or convincing myself that what I'm experiencing isn't real. Like, it may not make sense to you. It may not look or right to you. It may not make you feel the best. It may not, it may make you want to harm me, hurt me, scream at me, yell at me, control me, take, it may make, whatever it is, it's the energies or energy. But I can't allow that to impede my existing in my reality, in going forth and being me and showing up as myself. And I'm trying to cultivate my strength and my perseverance and my protection magic to be able to, like, okay, cool, bad, but this is still what I'm on, and it not be met with, it not be energetic. Like sometimes there are people who are so on what they're on that it completely washes away other people. But there are people who it's like, no, this is defense. Like you have to know when people would, like, there are people, let me just say, there are people, entities, being, I don't care who, what they look like in the flesh. They will convince you that, oh, you're uptight, or you're not letting me in, or you're being too much, or you're distrusting. Yes, I am, and I have 100 million reasons not to be. Do you want to provide me, or be the one reason why I should? Don't try to convince me that everything that I've lived isn't true, or isn't real, or didn't happen, or isn't impactful at the magnitude in which it did. It is. I hurt, I suffered, I ventured, but I also came through. I hold both. I hold both. Sometimes I can still believe that I am this high caliber, capable woman doing the most things. Then there's times when my depression, anxiety, fear of judgment will have me wallowing in my shit. Then there's the other moments where I am on top of the world and the president himself couldn't tell me shit. So it's really I'm using the president because that's just like it's not even more so about who's in office right now or who will be in office in the future, but it's more so about what that role or what people feel like that role represents. So you think about like whoever you esteem highest. I don't give a fuck if I was that person to you. And or if that was the person that I was, having to come up against, or not come up against, but just showcase or be myself to. I can't force you to receive me, accept me, but I'm not going to cower or fawn or like fix myself to exist in that. Like if it's beneficial to me, absolutely. I feel like sometimes there's moments where I've guilted myself or beat myself up for like having that propensity to like, it's not like, it's maybe like, to me, because I'm so good at alchemizing and transmuting, so I believe it's like, oh, I can do this thing, I can experience this and get what I want out of it, and I deal with the whatever I gotta do on the back end. And sometimes yes, the other times no. But the thing about it, you don't learn no unless you do it. You have to do it. If people be like scared to do it, and I'm just not. I have to learn, like, in order for me to be a powerful anything, I have to, like, it's not even so much that I have to even always go through it myself, but I have to either go through it myself or have the discipline, the wisdom, the observation skills, the awareness to say no. And so there's moments where I can say, I don't want to go through that to experience this. That's not worth it's not worth the gain, or the what I think will be the gain. It's not I'm gonna lose more and gain less. And then you have moments where, like I said, you have to go through those things. You don't have to, but let's just say you have to, for the sake of my expression. You have to go through things in order to build up the discipline, the wisdom to not go through it. Like, had I accepted my experiences for what they were earlier on, like, really, I would have been like further off. But I don't even want to look at it like that, because that could even get you into like guilt, shame, regret, a lot of that. Which, it happened how it happened. I'm here. I'm who I'm supposed to be right here, right now, perfectly fine, and with all the imperfections. But it's just like, when you consider like, oh, that experience wasn't, I didn't just have that experience because I was deserving of some hardship. Like, I was meant to learn that one, you can overcome these type of problems. This is how you do it. Take this what happened that got, like, take the information, process it, analyze it, and make sure you document it and put it into a compartment where you know what it looks like when you experience it again. So for me, what happened through my life is what I realized recently is that I had system overload of so much. It's either love bombing, like so much. It's either so much trauma, harsh bullshit, just not okay stuff, or love bombing, just perfect bliss. And so I've hardly ever been grounded in managing either one, both simultaneously, like accepting like a world life, a good day, but someone made me mad, someone made me irritated, frustrated, and like that's a normal thing. It's okay. And having that ability to process it, release it, and continue on having a good day without like having these continuum patterns, like these long extensive patterns of like hardship, trauma, pain, deep shadow work. Then so and da da da, I kind of looking for, I'm wanting an experience where it's more, like a little dance, more of a like, I'm not in these low spaces and then these high spaces. Like if that's what I have to do, then the will of the Most High, of the divine creator, I can't control what I can't control. But if there is anything within my power to be able to say, I don't care to experience these like that anymore. I know I've learned a lot of lessons. I know I've learned and I've experienced a lot of things. Let's integrate it. Let's embody what we know. Let's not keep continuing on the roads of paths of destruction that no longer serve us. What do you gain from that? Nothing. Be like, so for me, it's not enough for me to even be able to know and say the things I'm saying to y'all and not be able to act on these things. I know how hard it is to do what you want to do, or not do what you don't want to do. It's just so conflictuous. Or it's this constant mental game of like strengthening your mind. And I never really I could never really grasp that. I think that's been like the attack intentionally, because I'm protected and I've been gifted and I've been allowed to experience a very amazing life. And I just believe that there is also something else that, like, if I do get the help and the tools within myself, within my spirit in this lifetime, to like guard my heart and my mind better, so that I facilitate my spirit's human experience honorably, and more like where I'm not like, I don't need to be ejected constantly out of my body, whether I won't recycle, whatever it is, so that we have more like substantial and developed spirits, even if it do come to a point where I come back. But it's more of service, of like mission, of being like of awareness to what is the plan. And I feel like that's what I'm doing now. And I don't have to, but I choose to do it. So I guess ratchet, or just how it looks, ghetto, hood, just all over the place, sporadic. Because I think people are afraid to like get messy and see things for what they are. But like, we have to get real. It's not going to always be this perfect content created picture. That's not how our lives are. Like, yes, there are aspects. I love this about us, because what we're manifesting is this idea of life that should and could be like that it's not disharmonious for things to flow with ease. That's not disharmony. But it's, if it limits your spiritual growth, your like, if it castrates you, or like cuts you at the neck, at the ankles, whatever, then it's doing more harm than, like, yeah, you may have temporary relief, but what is the long-term impacts? And even what I'm addressing is helping me deal with myself, my addiction, my everything that's going on with me. So some of the thoughts that I was having earlier, if I could try to tap back into those moments, oh my gosh, it was so profound. Oh wow. I just was speaking to myself in just an elevated way, in a way that I often do, but struggle to externalize, or can't hold. Like, sometimes I'll do it and I forget I ever done it, or I have that ability. Like, it's not a constant state or experience that I want it to be more. I know it takes time and discipline and desire and intent. And so I just know that I'm a powerful speaker, I'm a powerful writer, I'm a powerful woman. I have so much magic and so much capability. It's kind of like, it's scary in the sense of like, I'm ready, kind of like, come on, like give me the things, but at the same time, I know there's times when I've jumped headfirst into stuff and it was beautiful, but it also, like, I wasn't prepared to pivot, prepared to stand my ground or to act in a way that would communicate my sureness, because I didn't know what to be sure about. I just, like, it's just like, I think I'm very childlike, like, and I appreciate that about myself, but like, this life, this world takes advantage of children's, like, completely, like, completely. It's not even no, it's like hijacking from birth, from the beginning. And luckily some of us are able to hold essence, a part of ourselves, even through going through this life, and we can teach and learn. And like, I feel like there isn't anything that I could experience that would take me over the top. Like, even if I'm like, even when I'm there, I'm not there, because when I'm there, and then I'm processing, like, it's just, I'm there. So it's like, it's, even when you're there, you're not there, because it's the post will change if you really have felt, the density, the depth in which we could experience things is out of this world. And I'm grateful for the power to be a channel, to be like this. And I just want to figure out, like, okay, I get like consciousness, you know, spirituality, homeostasis, but like, truly on the biological level, on a like energetic level, like, what truly is the best foods, herbs, situations, like, how do you maneuver through this shit? Okay, even if it's like it is and it's being undone, how do you assist in the undoing? How do you not resist the undoing? How do you surrender to the undoing? How do you not participate in the doing? How, but also, like, not just create a reality for yourself that you know you don't desire. Like, for example, I've experienced homelessness and just very harsh experience of lack, that I'm like, I am a hustler, I get money, I know I can go to work, like, that's not a problem. Even if it's not like at a 9 to 5, like, I am an asset wherever I go. I'm going to make it happen. I can be used to do almost anything, because it's about your willpower, your ability to show up and to see where you can meet a need. And so I know that if I had the time and the space to really hone that and find what that meant for me, there will be infinite wealth, physically, materially. And I think that that's my struggle with, like, giving myself that time, finding that time, trusting, surrendering into that, like, going with the temporary discomfort, loss, rejection, judgment of others, whatever it is, to reach a place where you are experiencing life more wholly. And it's like, even if you know, like, this is so, like, we're getting to a scary point in, like, our ascension or spiritual journey, because there, like, the pathway is there, like, it's clear, but there are so many people who don't want you to go down a pathway, because it will actually impose on things that they're still trying to do. Some people, like consciousness has reached a level of awareness where there's so much truth, undeniably so, that, like, you have to be aware of, like, you have to, am I choosing fear, lack? What am I, like, what, everything, whether it's with people, environment, situations. And know, like, even for myself, I'm just considering, like, all my choices even now. Like, I know, like, even with my, like, I just want to feel, I just want to experience, I just want to be in the world, not of the world. And sometimes I get touched, and I get things happen by choosing to go venture. And sometimes I beat myself up because I'm like, well, I'm doing my right. Am I doing my job? Am I doing my mission? Am I doing my thing? This feels more like a holier work than just trying to be this way and fight this and resist and just present it in a way that is not authentic for me. Like, I don't want to go with one religion because I don't want to limit myself to who I could worship with, or like who I am receiving when I do meet someone who of a different religion. I want to be able to share the experience, the power of God with everybody, because it's a lived thing. But let me go get some water. It just was very, 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 very fun for me to experience myself in this unique way. And I can't even really, I should have just, when I first started the video, I should have tried to recapture everything I was thinking. Because honestly, I don't even know. Like, I know it's still in my cell somewhere. Somewhere there is this information. But, I don't know. It's not coming to me right this moment. So I'm just going to trust that whenever I need to give out another divine message, that I should be more intentional about delivering it so that you all can experience that with me and not feel like I'm just shooting the shit. Because, yeah, it really was something that was like, how are you talking like this right now? How are you thinking like this right now? And that's what I'm trying to practice, which will probably require me to be silent more first and be patient with receiving. Like, I was so I hurried up to try to come capture and remember it and get it recorded that I didn't even get a full message. I don't even remember it for myself. I'm trying to remember it for y'all. I don't remember it for me. But just being aware of that desire to, like, egoically expand into things without really just being honoring the power of it, but also trusting, like, and knowing, like, if you are receiving it, you definitely got the shit to do what you got to do. So if you desire, you got to choose what you desire. But at the same time, we are powerful, y'all. We are powerful. So be real. Like, be real about what you're scared about. Be real about what you're afraid of. Be real about what you are, what pains you, what frustrates you, what annoys you, what grieves you, whatever. Because the only way out is through. You can't get out of a way of existing, a way of experiencing without getting through it, without acknowledging, accepting, and processing how and when and where and all the intricate parts to how you derive to where you are right now. What are the things that cultivated the you that you are today? And hold space for that person that has had to shapeshift and become a version of themselves that they may not have intended from their original mission, service mission, and commission into the earth plane, but that they've kind of adapted to sustain, to not go astray. Because what if we just we were resisting so much to that we just got unalived, or we unalived ourselves, where we don't never really do anything because it's um um it's a painful thing. If I don't want to be the type of mark, like I love Jesus, MLK, um even like, even if you think about like George Floyd and stuff like that, the women that are dying, this woman who bled the blood, stuff like that, it's like, even seeing people, like seeing people have those type of experiences, um it's difficult for the human. And people have to, in order for us to even activate fully and rise above it and say fuck the fear. And but like, you, like if you are fearful, you can't be out here pretending to fuck the fear. Like, you gonna get yourself and other people fucked up. So it's like, you gotta be open and honest. Like, there are people, I'm grateful for those people who were able to like just live out their lives in a way where they knew that this was gonna happen like this, no matter what they could do. And um but what if your experience is your experience where you're not meant to um martyr yourself or put yourself on a chopping block for a bunch of motherfuckers? Maybe you're meant to showcase a life where you could be powerful and wise, a leader, a messenger, without severing your life, your connection to earth and divine, and deserving to experience humanity, and commanding and demanding humanity to receive the leadership and the guidance in its totality, without removing you of your humanness to the point where they want to kill you, assassinate you, martyr you, whatever. And it's like, what if our consciousness is getting to a point where that is like, we are beyond that archetype? Like what if, like, the sacrifice of Amor really was that sacrifice? Like, and that having this replicated, this sacrificial experience continuously replicated, as if we are not already saviors of ourselves, not according to our own merits, not by our own might, but because of our Creator and the love of Himself for Himself to come. Like, come on, bro. Even if it's not even on the, like, the, you don't like the Himself, you don't like me using the Christian perspective, cool. I don't know no other way. That's how I was taught it. Teach me another way and I'll probably be able to spit it to you the same, or find out how it correlates the same. However, I'm just curious about that. Like, maybe life is like, is it this definite, like, this is it? Like, are we to do what Jesus did and expect to die, or can we do what Jesus did and trust and know that we are going to live beyond? I'm not just talking about eternally. I'm saying, like, of course you don't need to be attached to like the physical body, but when you're here right now, like, a lot of us don't remember our past lifetime. So realistically, this is it. This is us. And so we gotta, like, in order to help people detach and accept their human experience and detach from it when it's time to transition, let's accept why we are so attached. Let's deal with the root of attachment. Let's deal with the root of this experience that is so connecting. Like, it's, to me, it's like this conundrum of, like, we completely dispel why we are created by resisting in these ways, or presenting presenting ourselves with further conflicts. But my little energy battery is dwindling a little bit, so I don't be continuing to just yap. I'm going to end this here, and hopefully next time I'm able to capture the full thought to frequency message that I be having, because yeah, I want y'all to experience that with me. But until next time, because it will be a next time.